cool insight. Hurricane hunters have always fascinated me, and it's a very important job they have.
Yeah, and right now they're looking for a closed low around the potential tropical cyclone #1 that's in the southwestern Gulf. Until they identify that, it's going to stay a PTC. Once that closed low happens, it'll either, well, it will be a tropical storm if they can find that, because the winds are already at tropical storm force. We just need that organized center for it to gain tropical storm status. That's really the only difference between what it's called now and the tropical storm, if that happens. The current forecast does bring it to tropical storm status before moving into Mexico, well south of Texas. Tropical storm warnings are posted up and down the Texas Gulf Coast. This is how our in-house modeling brings this in. Big swath of rain for Texas and the coastal bend. Tomorrow morning is going to be it's going to be a washout for Wednesday. It'll be the most active day by far this week. The system moves into northern Mexico Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and as it carries into Mexico, it's going to take a lot of that rain with it. But on Thursday, note this strand, the stripe of rain. That's that tropical feeder band that may try to set up heading into Thursday morning, and that'll be something that we watch out for. By Friday, I think it's well out of here. Still some, some hit and miss stuff, but nothing organized as far as our rain goes on Friday. Weekend looks a little bit quieter here. But the flood threat tomorrow, it's high. We're going to see a lot of rain throughout much of south central Texas. And by the time Thursday gets around, it does go down, the flood threat. But notice it's not gone. Still a slight risk, mainly in South Texas. And that's because of that chance and possibility for one of those feeder bands to move in. Mainly, I think, going to be south of Highway 44. It'll be a deep South Texas thing, but it's something to watch for heading into Thursday in the morning time. All of it total, think right now we could see 7 to 10 inches of rain through a lot of the coastal bend, 4 to 7 inches through the southern half of the watershed, and then tapering down as you get farther to the northwest and into the Texas Hill Country. So flooding is certainly going to be of concern here as we head into Wednesday especially. That's when it's going to be the most frequent. We're at 100% on the rain heading into Wednesday morning for sure. I think that's the most active time. It stays fairly active, but more breaks as we head into the afternoon. And then by Friday, I think we're done with the big stuff, just the feeder band potential Thursday morning. As far as winds are concerned, this is why those tropical storm warnings are posted. We could have some gusts, 40 to 50 miles per hour near the coast. That'll be primarily Wednesday, maybe lingering into early Thursday. Farther inland, still could have some 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts. So with the wind and the heavy rain, if a branch falls on a power line, it's possible you get some power outages given this setup. And the wind mechanism isn't necessarily attached to the central part of this storm. It's more so because of the difference between a high to the northeast and this broad low in the Gulf. And it's that gradient, the difference between the pressure that not only is giving us the wind, but this long fetch of tropical moisture. And with the wind coming in, bigger waves here. So Wednesday, Thursday, 9 to 11 feet at a 10-second period. The waves start to decrease into the weekend. Coastal flood warning is posted in coastal areas, flooded beaches, roads, and in lower lying areas. Some coastal erosion, high rip current risk also on Gulf of Mexico facing beaches. Looking at a 1 to 3 foot surge. And again, that's about 40% of what Hannah did with a 3 to 7 foot surge in the area. So, there is going to be some inundation, but not a ton, and enough to flood the beaches here. After all of this happens, a new area of development in the same spot. The Central American gyre is ongoing in Central America. So over the weekend, a new possible development right there in the Bay of Campeche, courtesy this Central American gyre. So we're in an active period now. We'll have to watch for that heading into the weekend / early next week. I acknowledge that by putting the rain in the forecast on Monday and Tuesday of next week, but details on that will start to emerge after we get through with this rain episode, which again, I think we see over a half a foot of rain in the coastal bend tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Wednesday is going to be the primary day for all of this rain, the most active by a lot here tomorrow. So
God knows we need it.
Yeah.
we do. Hopefully one of those feeder bands right over Lake Corpus Christi
would
and
be
Choke
nice.
Canyon. Yeah,
So
Gosh,
we'll
all
see.
right. Alan, thank you so much. Lots to track there.